mother tongue. My mother tongue is not English, does not consist of dialect nor regional accent, cannot be confined by borders, fences, gates, oceans, or mountain ranges, cannot be defined by fricatives or plosives, sibilants or gutturals, does not dwell in the maxilla or mandible, palate, enamel, lip, or lung, cannot be carried on air, nor discerned by ear, cannot be interpreted by the speech pattern area of the human brain. You will not find my mother tongue in a dictionary, thesaurus, newspaper, nor encyclopedic codex. My mother tongue has never appeared in public wearing any form of covering. My mother tongue antecedes civilization, is older than spoken alphabets, does not recognize nouns or verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, interjections, or conjunctions. My mother tongue rejects politics, rejects religion, rejects delineation, and rejects punctuation. My mother tongue does not obey orders, does not genuflect, does not curtsy, has never sworn fealty to kings, queens, Akshas, imams, emperors, prime ministers, presidents, popes, tsars, rajas, or gurus. My mother tongue will not kiss your ring. My mother tongue has never been conquered or contained. You cannot destroy my mother tongue with atomic weapons or other weapons of mass destruction. You cannot slash it with machetes, nor shock it with tasers. You cannot shoot it with cannons or missiles or lasers or guns. My mother tongue will spit out your bullets with a grin. Drugs have no effect on my mother tongue. They do not blunt or numb or paralyze it, do not elicit blurred murmurings from it. My mother tongue never loses control. My mother tongue can drink you under the table. My mother tongue does not get snowed in or plowed under, does not wither, does not turn brittle, does not go to seed. My mother tongue lives off the land. My mother tongue knows which way the wind blows. My mother tongue will tickle your fancy, Monet your name, at the crest of orgasm, boldly Van Gogh, where no tongue has gone before. My mother tongue says, Andali arriba. My mother tongue says, Picasso, su casa. My mother tongue is not hiding in the shadows. It promises, I'll be back. My mother tongue can handle the pressure. My mother tongue swiveled with Presley, flounced with Liberace, gyrated with Jackson, took wing with Nureyev, and danced dirty with Swayze. My mother's tongue is the cat's meow. My mother tongue denies domestication and refuses extinction. My mother tongue salams epiphany, namastes the inevitable, daps possibility. My mother tongue kisses both cheeks of experience. My mother tongue vibrates on a perfect note in infinite sustain. My mother tongue crosses the street against traffic. My mother tongue cannot be restricted to one sex. My mother tongue has never cut its hair. My mother tongue is primordial, visceral, innate. My mother tongue shouts, give up the funk, get your groove on, express yourself. My mother tongue chants percussive groove, the compelling, restorative, retelling rhythms of poetry. My mother tongue joyfully ululates the very essence that I am, that I wish to be. Now I've stuck out my tongue for you. Come on, it's your turn to French me.